Okay, everybody, here's the next segment, which we're going to play Jeopardy for the Xbox 360.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. How about them tigers?
We had this category.
Furniture words. Medicine. Literary characters. NHL, NBA, NFL, or all three. And presidential alma maters.
How about them tigers for
This
200?
tiger is the great spokescat for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Who is Tony?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes,
Tigers for 400.
player 1. Here's Jimmy to start us off.
The South China tiger has these features spaced farther apart than other species do. On each individual tiger, they're unique, like fingerprints.
What are stripes?
It's player 1. Good.
Tigers for 600.
You again. Tiger is the second rank in this organization for young boys.
What is Cub Scouts?
Okay, player 1. Right you are.
Tigers 800.
You again. Tigers are the largest cats, and the tiger named for this Russian region is the largest tiger.
What's Siberia?
Player 1. That is correct.
Tigers 1,000.
Selecting the largest population of wild tigers is found in this Asian country on about 30 wildlife reserves.
What is India?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's it.
Furniture words for 200.
Player 1. Something up for debate is on it. Someone who's had a few too many drinks can end up under it.
What is the table?
Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct.
Furniture words for 400.
You get, in 1965, members of this included Robert McNamara and Stuart Udall.
What is the chair?
Let's hear it, player 1.
Or the cabinet, excuse me.
You correct.
I'll take furniture words for 600.
We return. Stretch out in this garden area in which plants are grown, or perhaps here at the bottom of a lake.
What's a bed?
Yes, player 1. Correct.
I'll go with furniture words for 800.
Player 1. This empire began around 1300 and lasted until 1922.
What is the Ottoman?
It's player 1. Correct.
I'll take furniture words for 1,000.
Player 1. Phrase your words in a specific way. Player 1.
What is bench?
That's not it.
No, I bet it's couch.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
But I am on a roll. I've got $4,000 sitting in front of me.
Yes, player 3.
Case.
No. Any other takers?
Pika-roopa.
It's player 2.
Couch, yeah.
Good. Player 2. You start us off.
Presidential alma mater is 200.
U.S. Military Academy, class of 1915.
I'm going to say who is Harry
Yes,
Truman.
player 1. That's not it.
It's Dwight Eisenhower.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. Dwight Eisenhower.
Okay.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Presidential alma mater is 400.
U.S. Naval Academy, class of 1946. Okay, player 1.
Who is Jimmy Carter?
Good.
Presidential alma maters for 600.
Okay, Georgetown. class of 1968. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is George W... No. Make that who is Bill Clinton.
Good.
Presidential alma mater is 800.
Please, Harvard University, class of 1904. Yes, player one.
Who is Calvin Coolidge?
Sorry.
It's Herbert Hoover.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player three. Sorry.
No, it's Franklin Roosevelt.
Any other takers?
Player 3 is off to a bad start.
Let's hear it, player two.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Good for you. Player two, where do we start?
NBA, NHL, NBA, or
Highest
NFL?
average salary.
Highest average salary, Jay.
Okay, player
Is it
one.
the NFL, NHL, or NBA?
Highest salary. Probably NFL.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Sorry.
No.
Probably NBA then.
Anyone else? The correct response is the NBA.
It is NBA, but that's okay. No worries.
Player two, back to you.
NFBA, NHL, NBA, NFL, or three.
Uses a center.
Uses a center. I think it's all three.
It's player one.
What is all three?
Yep.
NFL, NBA, or NHL?
Has no teams based outside the continental U.S. Player one.
I will say, what is the NFL?
Good.
Same category.
Player one plays its championship at a theoretically neutral site. It's player one.
What's all three?
No.
Oh well.
Anyone else want to hazard a
We
guess
got
on this?
Rupa, I got your Koopa. Woo!
Yes, player two.
NFL?
Good for you. Player two, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Eureka College, class of 1932.
Who is
Let's
Lyndon
hear it,
Johnson?
player one.
No? No? I'll say who is... Oh gosh. I'll say who's Gerald Ford.
Nope.
It's Ronald Reagan.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Woo!
Here's the response we were looking for. Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, him. Oh well.
Player two, choose again. Cancelled regular season games in 2011 due to labor woes. Player one.
What is the NHL?
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player two. You got it. You again, player two.
Medicine for 200.
A cold that lasts longer than a week may indicate inflammation of these air spaces in the skull.
What are the sinuses?
Let's hear it, player one. Right.
400. Medicine.
Player one. Here's Sarah from our clue crew with the clue.
Red blood cells are distorted into a particular shape and don't carry oxygen well in patients with this type of anemia.
What is sickle cell anemia?
Let's hear it, player one. That is correct.
Medicine for 600.
Player one.
Daily double.
Answer. The Daily Double. You are currently in second place. Here is your clue. Suspect Rocky Mountain spotted fever even in patients from the Carolinas, as it's an area with lots of these critters.
What are ticks?
You've moved up.
Oh yeah!
First place.
800.
Player
Medicine.
one. A stent is a tube often used to hold these open, especially the coronary ones.
What are arteries?
Okay, player one. Good.
1000.
You again. The air puff test, a measure of eye pressure, is used to diagnose this condition.
What is glaucoma?
Okay, player one. Yep.
200.
We return to in a scandal
400?
in Bohemia and other early stories. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle gave this physician a wife, Mary Morstan.
Who is Sherlock Holmes?
Okay, player one.
Or Dr. Watson?
Yep.
200.
You get In A Christmas Carol. The ghost of this dead partner is the first spirit to visit Scrooge.
Who's Jacob Marley?
Okay, player one. Correct.
600.
Player one. Let's get Sarah's assistance on this clue.
John Tenniel depicted this Lewis Carroll title character in 1865.
Who is Alice?
It's player one. Yep.
800.
Player one. The invaders in this H.G. Wells novel are described as having tentacles and a peculiar V-shaped mouth.
What is War of the Worlds?
Okay, player one. Yes.
Now the last clue.
And the last clue for $1,000. Ivan Petrovich Voynitsky is the title character of this 1899 Chekhov play. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Uncle Vanya?
That's right. Way to go.
$10,000 is what I have at the end of the Jeopardy round.
The selection will be yours, player three, when we return from this break. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Statues. Books and authors. Math. Quoth the Raven. Notice the spelling. South Korea. And you picked a fine time. Player three, make a selection, please.
Quote
as we
the Raven,
continue.
400.
This character has gone psycho long before he says, "She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother."
Who is Norman Bates?
It's player one. That's it.
Quoth the Raven for 800.
All right. Kathleen Quinlan finds comfort talking to shrink B.B. Anderson in I Never Promised You a This. Yes, player one?
What is a wedding ring?
No.
Ah, fool.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Woo!
Let's hear it, player three.
Rose Garden?
Player three, you start.
Quoth the Raven, 1200.
As John Nash in this movie, Russell Crowe does quite a bit of talking to people who don't exist. Let's hear it, player one.
What is A Beautiful Mind?
Yep.
1600.
A lot of clip. This Johnny Depp character tells his psychiatrist, "You are a great lover like myself." It's player one.
Who is Sweeney Todd?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player three.
Jack Sparrow? No.
Anyone else?
I knew it wasn't Jack Sparrow.
It's player two. That's correct. Player two, where do we start? In Quills, this author muses, "My glorious prose filtered through the minds of the insane. They
Who
might
is-
improve it."
Who is Shakespeare?
Let's hear it,
William
player
Shakespeare?
one.
No. Okay, who is Marquis de Sade?
Yes. All right, let's get back into
Statues
this.
for or no, you picked a fine time for 400.
Deion Sanders knows this term for the evening hours when the largest audience is available for TV.
What is prime time?
It's player one. Hey, you're right.
You picked a fine time for 800.
Estimated at around 30 years, it's accepted as the average period between birth of parents and their offspring.
What is a generation?
It's player one. Right.
Fine time 1200. Daily double.
Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. Answer. The time just before sunset or after sunrise on a movie set. Or a former LA Lakers late night talk show.
What is what is magic hour?
That puts you even further ahead.
1600.
Player 1. We had pleasant sensations learning about the era of this, which covered President Monroe's 2 terms. Yes, player 1?
What is good vibrations?
No, that's not right.
Darn.
Anyone else?
Darny darn.
The correct response is good feeling.
Oh, okay. 2000.
Please. This longest division of geologic time doesn't have a fixed period. In astronomy, it's 1 billion years. Okay, player 1.
What is an eon?
That's correct.
Math for 400.
Player 1. The minuend is the first number in this simple operation. It's player 1.
What is addition?
No.
Darn.
Any other takers?
Darn,
Okay,
darn,
player
darn,
2.
darn, darny darn.
You got it. Player 2, where do we start? No arguing with Euclid's 4th postulate. All right angles are this, meaning of equal measure in degrees.
What is equilateral?
Player 1?
Or what is congruent?
Right.
Math for 1200.
Player 1, the order of operations is irrelevant according to this property of both addition and multiplication. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is commutative property?
No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. The associative property.
Okay, 1600.
We return Newton and Leibniz share credit for developing the fundamental theorem of this branch of mathematics.
What is geometry?
Yes, player 1?
Or no, not calculus.
Right you are.
Oh, it is calculus. Okay, 2000.
Player 1. It's the quantity x represents in the logarithmic equation log 10x equals 2. Player 1?
What is 20?
No, that's not right.
Pika.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. 100.
Oh, okay.
Player
I'll
1,
take
choose
statues
again.
for 400.
A sower atop Nebraska's state capitol in this city is tossing seeds to the Great Plains 400 feet below.
What is Lincoln?
Player 1? That was correct.
Statue's 800.
Player 1. Blue Earth, Minnesota has a definitely giant 55-foot statue of this pea pusher.
Who's the Jolly Green Giant?
Yes, player 1? You correct.
Statue's 1200.
Player 1. Sam Houston stands 67 feet tall along Interstate 45 in this state.
What is Texas?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct.
Statue's 1600.
Player 1. Let's take it over to Jimmy.
A statue of this discoverer of Florida stands near the street named for him in St. Augustine.
Who is Ponce de Leon?
Yes, player 1? Correct.
2000.
Player 1. In 2003, a statue of this man was pulled down just a year after it had gone up to mark his 65th birthday. It's player 1.
Who is, who's Saddam Hussein?
Yep. Please.
What's the author's
In
400?
2003, Mitch album had a #1 bestseller with The 5 People You Meet in here. Yes, player one?
What is Detroit? Foop.
Anyone else? It's player two.
Heaven?
Correct. Where do we begin, player two? In 1947, he published his first story collection, Dark Carnival. Fahrenheit 451 came 6 years later.
Who's Ray Bradbury?
Yes, player one? You got it.
I'll take the $200 clue, books and authors.
All right. In Willa Cather's O Pioneers, the heroine, Alexandra Bergson, is of immigrant stock from this country. Yes, player one?
What is, Ireland?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Darn.
Any other takers? The correct response is Sweden.
Oh, Sweden. Okay. 1600.
You get
The other Daily Double.
answer the second Daily Double. And you have the
5800.
lead. What'll it be? And the Daily Double clue. In 2007, his book, The Road, earned him a Pulitzer Prize and entry into Oprah's book club.
Who is Cormac McCarthy?
You have maintained your lead.
2000.
You again. James Michener's Centennial centers on a fictional town in this state. Okay, player one.
What is Colorado?
You got it.
400.
Select again. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea.
What is Seoul?
Okay, player one. That is correct.
800.
Player one. The 12th century book, Samguk Sagi, recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India.
What is Buddhism?
It's player one. That's correct.
1200.
Player one. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. It's player one.
What is Taekwondo?
You correct.
1600.
Player one. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. It's player one.
What is ginseng?
Good for you.
Now the last clue.
Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. It's player one.
What is Gwangju? Darn.
Any other takers?
At least you're still in the lead.
I am.
Player three? That is correct.
On to final.
Sorry, player three. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. The sea.
The sea. Okay.
Please enter your wager.
1000.
Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. National seas include the Irish, the Philippine, and this one bordered to its west by Iceland.
What is the Greenland Sea?
And your response?
The Norwegian Sea?
And that's
Oh,
the
that's right.
you had.
10,400.
What did you say?
Greenland Sea. That's okay.
And that will cost you.
Just 1,000. So I win with $38,000. That's okay.
Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.
telephone. Don't know who that is, so I'm not answering.
Call from